Okay, we've all done it. You're scrolling through Instagram or TikTok, minding your own business, and suddenly you find yourself comparing your life to everyone else's highlight reel. Their perfectly curated vacation shots, their new job announcement, their relationship that looks straight out of a rom-com. Meanwhile, you're just chilling in your sweats, wondering why your life doesn't look like that. This, my friend, is comparison culture, and it's toxic. Social media has made it way too easy to stack your reality up against everyone else's filtered, polished, insta-perfect life. But guess what? You're not seeing the whole picture. In this episode of Wisdom from the Porch, I'm breaking down the dangers of comparison culture, how it messes with our confidence, and most importantly, how to break free from the pressure and start living life on your own terms. Welcome to Wisdom from the Porch with GP, where heartfelt stories meet timeless advice. Now let's embark on this journey together, shall we? Comparison culture is what happens when you're constantly measuring your life against the curated perfection you see online. It's that feeling you get when you're scrolling through social media and suddenly your job doesn't seem exciting enough, your relationship doesn't feel Instagrammable, and your apartment feels a little too basic. Sound familiar? Here's the problem. Social media isn't real. We all know this, but we forget it every single time we open the app. Nobody is posting their messy moments or their failures. We're seeing only the good parts. And even then, those pics have been edited, filtered, and strategically chosen to show the best version of someone's life. But when you're constantly comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel, it's no wonder you feel like you're falling short. In this episode, I dive into how comparison culture affects our mental health, making us feel like we're not enough. Whether it's body image, career success, or relationships, there's always someone who looks like they're doing better, and it's exhausting. Here's where things get messy. We're all chasing this impossible version of perfection that doesn't even exist. You feel like you need to keep up, that your life isn't valid unless it's Instagram worthy. So what do? We start curating our lives too. We post only the best moments, use filters to smooth out any imperfections, and create this persona that doesn't always match reality. But the pressure, it never stops. The more you try to keep up, the more overwhelming it becomes. One minute you're editing your vacation pics to look just right, and the next thing you know, you're buying things you don't need or making choices based on what'll look good on your feed. And here's the harsh truth. Comparison doesn't end. There's always going to be someone who seems like they have more, look better, or are more successful. You're stuck in this constant loop of, I'm not enough. And that feeling, it eats away at your confidence and happiness. You're not living for yourself anymore. You're living for the gram. The good news, you don't have to play this game anymore. The truth is, comparison culture is optional. You can choose to step out of the pressure cooker and start embracing your real life, messy moments and all. The key? Gratitude and perspective. Start by practicing gratitude for where you are in life right now. Trust me, the people you're comparing yourself to have their own struggles. You just don't see them. Focus on the good things in your life, no matter how small. The more you appreciate your own journey, the less you'll feel the need to compare it to someone else's. Another move? Unfollow anyone or anything that makes you feel like you're not enough. If someone's feed constantly triggers FOMO or self-doubt, it's time to hit the unfollow button. Your mental health is worth more than keeping up with the perfect curated feed. And lastly, remember that nobody's life is perfect, even if it looks that way online. Start posting your real moments, the unfiltered ones, and see how liberating it feels. Life isn't about looking perfect. It's about living authentically. At the end of the day, this episode of Wisdom from the Porch is about breaking free from the trap of comparison culture and realizing that you are enough, exactly as you are. Social media might make it seem like everyone else is living a better life, but the truth is, nobody's life is perfect. We all have struggles, we all have bad days, and no filter can change that. The purpose of this episode? To remind you that you're allowed to enjoy your life without constantly comparing it to what you see online. Whether you're killing it in your career or just taking things one day at a time, your journey is valid. Let's focus less on looking perfect and more on living fully, because in the end, that's what really matters. So next time you catch yourself falling into the comparison trap, remember this: you're enough. The only person you need to impress is yourself. And that's our time today. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you'd like to get in touch with me, email me at chatswithgp@gmail.com and follow me on my socials under the name thatbassvoice. And remember, no matter where life takes you, from my heart to yours, keep thriving.